Little rock roll. This is epic. Little Vermont slab action. What's going on, everybody? We are back for another ride. We are here in beautiful Rochester, Vermont, and we got a good one planned today. This is a new ride for me, but one of my dad's favorite trails, so I figured might as well check it out. This ride today is a part of the Vermont Trail. I'll tell you a little bit more about what the Vermont Trail is once we get out there, but got a great one today, so let's get out on the trails. All right, here we go, Rochester. Some of the best mountain biking in Vermont right here, so very excited to try a new ride up here. One of my favorite zones, without a doubt. I got my dad in front of me right now. Today we got a shorter ride planned. It's about 10 miles. Looks like one big uphill, and then we got some really fun downhill. Probably some of the most fun downhill in Vermont. I know I might say that in every video, but Vermont just has such a large selection of amazing trails that I don't know which one's the best. I guess at the end of the summer, I need to do a ranking video, ranking my favorite spots in Vermont. All right, now we're in the woods. Dark in here. Not gonna lie, a lot of climbing right out of the car. But that means we got some downhill coming up before we cross the road. So we just came from Creamery, down from where we were parked. Over here is Tunnel Ridge, and if you take Tunnel Ridge all the way up, you have an awesome downhill with a bunch of flow and berms. And then we're taking VCR connector right here, and gonna let my dad lead it out. Oh, he's flying right off the bat. I gotta go catch him. Oh wow, he's really moving. Careful. Nice. Oh, tight corner. Super fun little flow trail back into town here. We're about to be riding through downtown Rochester, so get to show you a little bit of the town. But first, I think we ride through a little farm here. Very cool views on these rides. Dad's just ripping through the tall grass. Love it. So cool. Got a beautiful day here in Rochester. 65 and a little bit of overcast. Perfect filming weather. Oh, a little tight down here. Yeah. Sweet. Downtown Rochester is right there. And here we are. Here is downtown Rochester. Another great part of this ride is if you have any issues with your bike, Green Mountain Bicycles is right here, right in town. Looks like they're a transition dealer, so if I have any issues, that's where I'm going. I feel like every little Vermont town has a nice town center park like this. But the beauty of Rochester is that the trails start pretty much right at town. So you can park here, pedal right up the hill, get awesome trails. After about 5 minutes through town, we come to this monster gravel climb here. But my dad says it's worth it. So we're gonna do it. Still climbing on this road here. What are you doing to me? After about 20 minutes on the road, hopping on some single track again. This trail's called Turnfellows. But I think we're still climbing for a while. But at least we're off the road. Hard keeping up with my dad on his e-bike, but I think it gets me in better shape trying to chase him. Just hopped off of Turnfellows on the Earls Trail. Beautiful in here. Whoa, check out this bridge. Whoa, that's sketchy. And we're climbing again. While climbing here, I just wanted to take a few minutes to explain what the Vermont Trail is. I am by no means an expert, but I've been riding these trails for a while and the concept has really interested me, so I feel like if more people knew about it, they would be interested as well. The concept for the Vermont Trail is a large 485-mile trail connecting Canada to Massachusetts with huts along the way. The idea is to connect a bunch of different riding destinations throughout the state along one trail. The people organizing the Vermont Trail have been working with private landowners and state and federal land managers in order to make this trail happen, and it's really some of my favorite trails to ride. One of my favorite things about the Vermont Trail is that it's so accessible for everybody. Everybody of any age or skill level could come to the Vermont Trail and ride it just fine and have a great time at that. But I am definitely super excited for when they connect it all the way. It might take a while, but how awesome would it be to be able to ride from Massachusetts to Canada or the other way around? I just think that would be super awesome. So if you want to check out more about the Vermont Trail, I will be putting a link in the video description. So go check that out. And now back to the video. Okay, so after climbing for about 20 or 30 minutes from the town of Rochester, we're still climbing, but really fun climb trail. And it's really not that challenging. It's definitely a good way to earn your downhill, that's for sure. As you can see here, we have our first signage for the Vermont Trail. Thank you all private landowners for making all this happen. Wow, cool little slabs here. Very cool. Little Vermont slab action. Yeah, we just can't stress it enough how much we thank these private landowners for making these trails happen. Without them and their approval and conservatorship of these lands and trails, none of this would be able to happen. So if you're out here, really try and be respectful of this land, because the owners are doing a lot to make it happen. Wow, this is super fun. Such beautiful scenery in here, and the trails are really darn fun. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Vermont's got the best mountain biking. So get up here and enjoy these trails. Support the local economy, because so much of it is based around biking and skiing in the winter. So come on up. Yeah, this is great. Fun, flowy. Just great little single track for the whole family. Another reason I like riding new trails is you never know what you're gonna come up to. This beautiful little fern patch here is gorgeous. Enchanted Forest vibes. So we just turned on the Atlas. My dad's telling me that the brunt of the climbing is over with. So we got this technical black trail here. I've never been on it, so very excited to check it out. Coming up on the ride, we got one of my favorite trails in Vermont called Old Gents. Just really good berms, jumps, flow. You guys know I like that kind of stuff, so stick around for Old Gents. Well, if you've made it this far into the video, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe, maybe give me a like if you're enjoying it, because I got a lot more riding coming up and you're not going to want to miss it. Gonna be hitting some bike parks, gonna be doing some more awesome riding in the area. So I got a good fall lining up here. You're not gonna want to miss it. Whoa, this is cool.
Really good rock work in there. This is really nice. Yeah, one thing about these Rochester trails is they're all in really good condition. They have some really good trail workers that are regularly working on these. So definitely thank a trail worker if you see any out here, because without them, none of this would happen. Without them and the landowners, none of this would happen. So big thank you goes out to everybody that make these trails work as smoothly as they do. Oh, this is great. Loamy in here. Wow, this is a great ride so far. Rudy. Atlas. This is a great one. My dad said next stop Old Gents, so hopefully that's coming up. So that is the best. That is for sure. I don't know if it's coming through on camera, but this ride is just so gorgeous. Have some pretty amazing forests through here. Just hopping on Old Gents here. Doing one of my favorite features here, this little rock roll. Oh, that's fun. And just hop right into it. Old Gents, here we come. Wow, so good already. Wow, just pulling everything, it's so good. Nice. Really fun in here. Built so well. It just goes forever. Great berms. Cruising. Big air, little scrub. Wow, dark in here. Very good. Nice. Whoa, that one was good. Epic. This is epic. So fun. Little side hit here. Nice. Pumpy. Another jump. So good. Yeah. I think the same guy that built Sherburner built this, but I could be wrong. Wow. These are fun little floaters. These are great. Shrouding all these. So fun. Flying outside line. Oh, hopefully I didn't just flat. Definitely sounded like I could have. Just gonna ignore it for now. I think that's Old Gents for you. I think we're on sap boiler now, a little green flow. Just gonna wait for my dad real quick. Yeah, wow, wow, wow. That basically says it all about that trail. We're almost done here, but so good still. Even on this little green, still fast and flowy and jumpy. Whoa, cooking it. Cooked it into that one. Yeah, Dad. Oh, and the e-bike kicks in and he cooks me. If you're ever in this central Vermont, Rochester area, this is really good. My last video was from Randolph, which is just on the other side of the mountain range. of this. And I believe eventually they're going to connect all these trails. They're going to connect Randolph to Rochester, and that'll just be one section of the Vermont Trail. So there's amazing mountain biking to come for sure. The biking is really good right now, but you know, give it 5 or 10 more years and you know, I wouldn't be surprised if people are calling Vermont just the center of mountain biking in the entire country. Great things coming up in Vermont mountain biking. My dad's flying right now. Yeah, popping off the bridge. Oh, flat corner. Nice. We're at the bottom here. Now we're just pretty much getting back to Route 100. Yeah, really good stuff. Really good stuff. Rochester trails. How about it? So good. So now we're crossing the road. We're actually going to hook back up onto some single track onto the other side of the road and get back to where our car is. I think we got about a mile left and we're done, but this is definitely now one of my new favorite rides, without a doubt. I got to thank my dad for showing me this one. Look how beautiful it is out here. The best. My dad always says, why can't the weeds look this beautiful at his house? And we're back on Creamery now, what we started on. And we got a little bit of climbing here. Beautiful in here. I love how the moss just starts growing right off the trail. So cool. If you're in the area, you gotta check out these trails. This one's really not that hard. Not that much climbing. It seems like it, but really not that bad. If you got an hour or two to spare, this is the ride you want to do. Really, really fun. All right, we got some fast pedally single track on Creamery back to the car, and that's gonna wrap up the ride. So I'll see you back in the parking lot. Here we are at the end of the ride, and I think I found a little swimming hole. All right, everybody, that wraps up another awesome ride here on the channel. Been loving filming so far, so I'm gonna keep it going. Stay on the lookout for some more videos soon. I'm gonna go jump in real quick, but I'll see you in the next one.